same number one potential running regime. This is nothing about him and what he does. Stop. He didn't have a quarterback in Chicago. People need to pay attention. Now he's the fourth option with the same ability in Atlanta. Think about this. As the number one receiver in Chicago, he was only getting 5 catches a game. Quarterback sucked. Now, as the fourth option, guess how many catches he's going to get a game? Guess how many receiving yards he's going to have with those 5 catches? 75. And with those receiving yards of 75 and 5 catches, guess how many touchdowns he's going to have? Between 1 and 2. See, my tight end would only have 1 or none. However, my tight end will have 6 to 7 catches for 80 yards. I only need my tight end to get 11, 12 points. I don't need 18 points out of tight end. I can't go top heavy like that. I have to balance my roster. You know what I'm saying? But then I also have Kate Otten because if Kate Otten is playing better than oh boy in Atlanta, it's not that Atlanta's playing bad. It's just that I got 2 tight ends who can get really good points. That's all. I got options. But you're smart because I also have Darren Mooney. Why? Because those same 5 catches he was getting as the number one, he's going to tear apart single coverage. Good job, Dave. I took that before I took Purdy. Well, obviously, because I'm sure they had Purdy ranked lower. I agree with that. I'm reading from starters all the way down. But I'm assuming you took that before you took Purdy. Teddy don't want to do business. Teddy, Teddy can get me killed. Teddy, you got to make some moves, Teddy. You got to do something, bro. But Dave, good job on Mooney. I like that. And then you got Brock Bowers. Nobody paid attention to that. Good job. Depending on how tight. I still like the pick. And I'm assuming you got him very late. So that's your second tight end, so that's really smart. And then you got Ricky Parcell. I know you got the man. I know that hurt, man. You supposed to have him out here eating, man. He's supposed to come out here and eat, bro. He was supposed to, man. And they got a Josh Allen special on Good Morning Football. We're gonna pause that because I want to see what they say about Josh. I think they have a good year there. He's overrated, yes. There's a lot of things wrong with him, yes. But it's fantasy football, and he's going for a Super Bowl this year. And is he gonna win? I don't know, but I believe he's gonna ball out better than he ever has. That's why I picked him up. Anyway, hopefully it's Ricky Alford. I know he got shot, so hopefully he'll be good when you come back. Dang, man, dang. I know that sucked, Dave. I know that sucked. You had a secret weapon ready to unload, and some fool out here trying to rob this rookie. And I'm glad he had a piece on him and took care of business. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm not condoning gun usage, right? But he was shot in the chest. You understand what I'm telling you? What is he supposed to do? No, stop. Leave me alone. No, he pulled his out, probably pistol whipped him first, and then pop. I'm sorry. You got shot in the chest. What was he supposed to do? Certain things just, y'all wanted to turn this into the Wild Wild West. Here we go. Yeehaw. All right, Dave. Looking at your roster, I have very slight worries. It's really the only worry I have is Raheem Mostert. You have the Browns and Houston's defense. Let Houston's defense go. Keep the Browns. That Browns defense is top 3. Keep the Browns. Let the Texans go. Texans are going to get scored on, especially in the first 4 weeks of the season. I think the Browns actually will come out with a tougher defense this year. To start at least. And you got Cameron Dicker as your kicker. If you can find somebody else than Dicker, get her. But if not, you're going to get Dicker with kicker. Oh, your kicker's going to be Dicker. You know what? Keep Dicker. Keep it. If the Chargers offense moves the way I think they'll move, keep it. All right. So with that being said, I am giving Dave's roster. So far, he might have the highest roster, but I'm giving it an A plus. It's ultimately an A plus. I mean, again, my only worry is Raheem Mostert, and it's literally only just because he's sharing the backfield. That he doesn't have too many weak links on this roster. Him. So yeah. It's very well spread out. He's got a lot of key players. And he's another roster. If you make a trade with Dave, this roster gets stronger. Sorry. It doesn't matter what you do, something on his roster you're gonna want, and you're gonna have to cough up something for him. Doesn't matter what he gives you. His roster will get stronger with any trade that he receives. That's an A plus. So it looks like Kev and Dave have the best draft rosters so far because those are the only two ones that I've given A's to. What did I give you, Devin? Did I give you an A or did I give you a? I think I gave Devin an A too. Let me go back and look at Devin. Three strongest rosters. Yep. Yeah, this is an A because his was an A. His was just an A. So you got an A plus, A, and Kev's was an A. So you got two A's and an A plus. Okay. All right. Cool. Good job, Dave. All right, we got 4 teams left. Redeem team. Howie Roseman. We got Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, Isaiah Pacheco, Justin Jefferson. He went for a lot of names. Woo! Ooh. Kyle Pitts, Roman Dooms, Geno Smith, Kenneth Gainwell, Eric Gay, Eric Gray, Josh Palmer, Noah Fant, Evan McPherson, Baltimore Ravens. Hopefully you hit the waiver wires. But you're gonna have to do more trades. Your roster is a trade roster. Like you don't really have much to fight with. Um, I'm gonna give this one the potential's there. Like there's potential between Najee, Isaiah, Malik, and Justin. I just don't have high hopes or like put it this way, if any one of them don't pan out the way you want, what's replacing it? Who's replacing Najee Harris? Who's replacing Isaiah Pacheco? Who's replacing Justin Jefferson? Who's replacing Malik Neighbors? Palmer? David Gainwell? Zeke? Rough. If Jalen Hurts went down, you got to rely on Geno Smith. Well, the grade is a grade, and this one falls to a C minus. This drops to a C minus. You got work to do. You got moves you got to make this roster better. Because any drop off, bro, you're done. You don't even have. You don't. It's not even top heavy. It's one team better than Teddy. Your team is better than Teddy's. That's where I'll go with that one. All right. In Dak, we trust. Ricardo. We got Jordan Love. We got Travis Etienne. We got Kenneth Walker. We've got Tank Dell. Good job. We got Raheem Amara St. Brown. Good job. We got Evan Ingram. Great job. We got Tyler Lockett. Good job. Matthew Stafford. Great. Chuba Hubbard. He's been in the league long enough to do something that he hasn't yet. That's my worry. So he's my Jacoby Myers. Gardner Minshew can do the job, I guess. Like, it works for you if Gardner Minshew works out. It doesn't work for you if Gardner Minshew is trash. Jalen Tolbert. I think he reached a little bit there. Dallas Goddard, another reach. Tyler Bass, good job. Okay, Atlanta Falcons defense versus the Chiefs defense. Cut the Chiefs defense. Keep Atlanta's defense. I actually think Atlanta's defense is going to be a lot better this year. Defensively, they're going to get good stops. They're going to get turnovers. It's going to be exciting to watch Atlanta. Y'all got to watch. So I'd keep Atlanta and let the Chiefs go. Here's the thing. I talk about Travis Etienne a lot, but one thing I do say is what? He is best friends with Trevor Lawrence. So what does that mean? Does it matter that he is only a 50-yard runner a game? Running back, there's one thing he gets every single game. What is that? 2 touchdowns a game. So you have to take that due to the fact that he scores for Jacksonville. I'm not high on him. I wouldn't take him, but I'm not going to downgrade because I know what he actually does on the field. And he scores touchdowns, period. He doesn't get a lot of yards. He scores touchdowns. Homie gets him in the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, Jacoby Myers, Jalen Tolbert, Kenneth Walker. Oh, excuse me. A little worried about those. I give your roster a B-. There's work that can be done, but this is a roster that actually can sustain itself if the players currently actually can get their points allotted to them based off what they already have. Like, for instance, if Gardner Mitchell's good with Jacoby Myers, it'll work. If Chuba Hubbard can run the ball with Bryce Young getting a new receiver, that works. It's just if it doesn't, you have no backups basically. But you have a roster enough to make trades. You can make moves. You can make drops, waiver wire moves. So you have a movable roster. Like, it doesn't seem stagnant like the other two. So yeah, I'd give you a B-. It's a little bit above a C because I do like Amara, Tank Dell, Evan Ingram, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Love, Matthew Stafford, Tyler Bass, and Atlanta's defense. So B- for In Dak We Trust. Mays Corner. Anthony, what we got? All right, we're starting off with the overpaid Jared Goff. It's fine. 13 interceptions on the season is what I see. Derrick Henry, very strong. I don't know if anybody sees it. I don't know if anybody cares to see it. Derrick Henry is not washed. Derrick Henry is one of the few strong running backs left. He went to the heaviest running team out there. Oh, buddy is about to in Baltimore. It's going to be so good that 3,600 something yards that Lamar Jackson threw. He might go back down to 28, 27 because of how much they're going to run the football. Like, Derrick Henry is going to eat on the ground, guys. I promise you. So good pickup there. Ramondre Stevenson, we all know how I feel about that one. I like Gabe Gibson a lot better. I'm not big on Amari Cooper. He got a nice little bonus in pay because they like him. So hopefully he does something with his quarterback this year. I like Cooper Kupp. I like Mark Andrews. However, be careful. He will get hurt. Jameson Williams. Hopefully he plays better than he did last year. I know he had this little struggle getting on the field. And we got on the field, he wasn't really the Williamson we were looking for. So hopefully they get that out of him this year. Deshaun Watson. It's a good pickup if it turns out to be Deshaun Watson that got all paid all that money. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the dumbest pick you could have put on your team. He has no legs. He cannot run the ball on the 1 yard line. Why is he on your team? Because you probably have this, probably your first year dealing with coaching. That's okay. That is okay. We're going to take you back, way back into time. You remember when he got drafted? Do you remember when he was drafted the 32nd pick in the first round? Do you remember when he played in week 1? Do you remember what happened? They gave the ball to him 4 times on the goal line. You know what happened on that goal line? He did one. And I said, uh-oh, he's in trouble. And what happened that year? Chiefs didn't go anywhere. They lost in the playoffs because they didn't have a running back. Ding. So he is not good. Sky Moore, there's nothing about Sky Moore that says he's in the sky catching the ball. Not sure why he's on your team. Donnie Mitchell, good pick. Hunter Henry, we'll have to see what he does with Drake May. But he's a little bit of a worry. Kicker, Harrison Buckner. He probably had to jump for that one. Defense, San Francisco and Detroit. Go with San Francisco, drop Detroit. San Francisco for the first 5 games would not let the team get past something like that. It's crazy. So I would drop Detroit and stay with San Francisco. All in all, I give it a C. It's a C roster. Not too much I like. I don't like Ramondre Stevenson. I'm not big on Amari Cooper, but I am. You know, if he can shine like him and Watson, if they actually go out there and ball this year, it's great for you. Draft wise, I wouldn't have. Just because their unknown variables are just too heavy for me. I'm a worry about Mark Andrews because he stays hurt, and they got somebody else on another team has Isaiah Likely. So when you lose him, your Hunter Henry is your backup. Yeah, I give it a C. I give it an average of a C. And last but not least, we have Oreo McMurray, Trent, Kyler Murray, Christian McCaffrey, Rashad White, Drake London, Marvin Harrison Jr., Juwan. Why? In the millions of pages that come in the Bible, would you pick up the worst tight end that has ever stepped foot in the history of football? He is garbage. He's so trash. His wife follows suit with the way she plays this stuck-up, snooty, I take all my man. I'm not even trying to get in all that. Bro, bro. You got a lot of problems on your roster with Juwan Johnson. There's got to be somebody else you can find. Is Jadeveon Clowney available? It's better than Juwan Johnson, bro. Like that's a no. That's a big no. Michael Pittman, Baker Mayfield, Blake Corum, Rico Dowell, Javonte Williams, Chris Godwin, TJ Hawkinson, Brandon Aubrey, and Tampa Bay as a defense. So this roster has a grade of a B plus. Why? I like Baker Mayfield. I don't like Kyler Murray every week. If the defense is tough, he's not that good. He's actually only really good, 8-9 weeks out of the year. Christian McCaffrey is on the Madden cover, and he is starting the week off with an injury. Don't like that. Juwan Johnson is complete trash. Rico Dowell is small. Javonte Williams might be okay. So I give this roster a B plus. It's a B plus roster. It's a good roster. It's some moves. It has a little bit of worries. One trash. Got to go somewhere else with that. Do not need Juwan Johnson on your roster. It's got to be somebody else that can just sit there than that. Again, I'm not a big Kyler Murray fan, but I do know what he can do in fantasy. I've played against him many times and have lost to him many times because he's a grab you 35 points easy. So B plus is what I will give to Trent. It's a decent roster. I love the receivers that he has. I like the running backs that he has. Some of it. I don't think the only one I'm worried about is Rico Dow. That's it. Really small. But I'm big on everybody else on his team. I just don't think it's strong because you got a rookie starting in Marvin Harrison Jr. And then Drake London. And then from there, your running back, your receivers fall to Chris Godwin and Michael Pittman. So not bad. Not bad. I see you got Juwan Johnson because you got TJ Hockenson, but got listen to me. Friend, there is someone else on this roster. Matter of fact, play with y'all. Because I do have control. Let's see. Let's go to players. Let us go to tight ends. Oh, ooh, look at that. Jonnu Smith. Look at that. Sig, I can't never do that dude from Titan I'm so sorry, I can never do that dude from Titans. I put you so much. Let's see what else. What else is here that you can just grab? I don't know. Mike Gesicki, Noah Gray, Michael Mayer, Kylan Grayson, Donald Parham. Dude, there's so much here outside of Juwan Johnson. I'd take Dawson Knox 3 catches. Okay? Like, please take him off your roster and just stick somebody else there. Please. You don't need Juwan Johnson. I know you're waiting for TJ to come back, and that's beautiful. Somebody else there that can do that for you. You don't need him. Okay? All right, so let us get back to the chats real quick. Oh, no, I didn't. I gave Kev an A. Don't play. Kev, I gave you an A. I gave your roster an A. There's 3 A's. Kev was one, Dev was another, and Dave has the A+. No, Kev roster is a strong roster. I specifically said with Kev, I don't know if Dave being funny. I said, Kev make a trade, it's over. Somebody, if you make a trade with Kev, you just make his roster stronger. Same with Dave and same with Devin. Brees Hall was my number 1 ranked person. I got him with 8th pick. I think I got no love. No, that was right. If you got him with the 8th pick, that was great. I don't know how Brees Hall fell so low. I had him ranked as a top 3 pick. So I did give you love for your roster, Joe. Let me go back because you ain't finna come at me, Joe. Nah. And I'm gonna tell you why I gave you no love. You got Anthony Richardson. You got a quarterback coming off of a leg injury. You got a running quarterback coming off of a leg injury. All the noise that he made when he first started was running. It really wasn't in the passing game. Mind you, Michael Pittman did look good with him. However, we got to see more of that. James Cook is great, right? Who is his quarterback? I had him ranked higher than Josh Jacobs because I do think he'll potentially have more rushing yards at the end of the season. I don't think he had more touchdowns at the end of the season than Josh Jacobs because Josh Jacobs catches. When the Bills get in the red zone, who scores? So it's not that you had a bad pick, and I love the Brees Hall pick. That was a great pick. You have 2 strong running backs. You have Chris Olave. I told you, it's not that I understand that I had Chris Olave ranked higher, but I also have my worry. His abilities, I'm not going to drop him because his team has me worried. His abilities will have me keep him ranked higher. But I'm going to have my worries when I look at a roster and see where he falls in on that roster. Would I say I have a worry if he was on Dave's roster? Yes, because as a whole, Chris Olave worries me with what I believe the Saints are only going to do. You have Puka Nakua, you have David Njoku, which I said was a great pickup. So, though I have played, and that's why I hate the fact that I didn't get to finish my ranking show, because that does leave a bit of confusion, and that really sucks. But again, just because I have somebody ranked higher than somebody else doesn't mean not picking him makes it a bad or good pick. Again, if you would have picked Josh Jacobs over, remember, it's where he picked Josh Jacobs. You picked Brees Hall with a high pick. It's where he most likely got Josh Jacobs. I doubt with the receivers he got. I doubt he got Josh Jacobs with the first or second round pick. He probably got Josh Jacobs in the third or fourth round. You know what I'm saying? So with the value of that pick, that was a great pick. If you look at his roster, it was a great pick based off the rest of his roster. Your roster drops off after Metcalf with right. And remember, what pick did you say you had? Yeah, the ninth of the eighth. Yeah, the eighth pick. I think you said that's ugly. That eighth and ninth pick is ugly because you either have to fall by the way of the ranking or you have to jump and take. That's what I did. I had the ninth pick. I had to jump and take everybody I wanted. Not one person that I grabbed was by the rankings of where I had them. I couldn't because I have to fill up my roster a certain way. You see what I'm saying? Your roster drops off. Where is it? No, it doesn't drop off because you didn't have a drop off. You have two published players. I have no idea why you have Odell Beckham on your team. I did say that to you. You have no business with Odell on your team. You have 3 Saints. That worries me. You have no business having 3 Saints. They're not going to do anything this year. You have a strong Christian Kirk. I told you I like Marquise Brown because I like where he is this year. And they have him. Well, hell, they got him out for the start of the season. So look at that. Your running backs are Zamir White and Zach Moss are your backups. If you took Chris Olave because I had him ranked higher than another receiver, that was wrong. Maybe I should say it that way. I understand I had Chris Olave ranked higher. However, his ability and what he can do, yes, I had him ranked higher. But I also say, but I don't like the Saints. Okay, put it this way, right? I had Bijan Robinson in the first round last year. I had him at number 7. And what did I tell every single person? Don't touch Bijan Robinson. That was my point. I understand I had him at that ranking. He's going to be there because think about it this way. If Atlanta wins 7 games, which they did last year, why? Because of Bijan Robinson, because of the ability of what he can do with the ball at the running back position. And he did do it. He didn't do enough of it because that team sucked last year. They didn't have a quarterback last year. It was a lot that was going wrong with them. And they pulled him most of the time. So that's what I told people. I understand I kept him there. I can't drop him because he does. It's not like he's sorry or he's a trash running back. He's a great running back, but his position did not tell. His position allowed me to keep him there in the rankings, but I can't drop him in rankings based off, oh, no, don't draft him there. No, I don't want people who listen to me to draft him there. However, if you did draft him there, just know this is what you will get from it. Because I'm not dropping him because he's that good that I can't drop him. But I can't encourage you to draft him knowing what I know is going to happen. I guess that's the sucky part of having 2 sides of my brain because it's like I play devil's advocate at the same time of telling you the good thing. So again, yes, one person might be ranked higher, but again, always take who you want. And 2, you got to do it based off how you want to balance your roster. Okay? That's the biggest thing. All right. Oh, we got a lot of new comments. Would you take Drake London over Flowers this week? Yes. I will take Drake London over Zay Flowers this week simply because Drake London will have 7 to 8 catches and he will have over 100 yards. I think Zay Flowers on Thursday night trying to get that first win. They're going to run the hell out that ball with Henry. And Zay Flowers will have 5 to 6 catches for like close to 100 yards. Because I still think he'll get a touchdown. I think Drake London will have 2 touchdowns. And I think Drake London will have over 100 yards. Drake London will be treated like Justin Jefferson. Simple as that. And see, I got Anthony Richardson in the 7th or 8th. Oh, now, that is good. If you got Anthony Richardson that low, who was your other quarterback? Okay. I think you did. Okay. It still needs some work, but I see what you did. So that's really good. That you got him that late, man. It wasn't like a top pick. So I see what you did. You it's just I really hate it because Chris Olave is good. It's not that he's a bad receiver. I do think he's good. I think Drake London was the better of them. It's just like I said, the Saints as a whole, they're going to deal with some problems this year, and Chris Olave is going to be affected by those problems. It's not his ability, nothing like that. Like for instance, if Carr gets hurt, Chris Olave's numbers are going to drop. If they don't have a running game, Chris Olave's numbers are going to drop. He's going to get double teamed. Like he has a lot of questions because of everything that's wrong with the Saints right now.